Hello, 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 hello. It's a brand new day and this is our morning connection. How you doing today? This is just a little time we spend together every single day. I want you to make this your daily habit, your daily ritual. Just 2 men going through the journey of life, just checking in, trying to figure out this code, crack the code, trying to figure out this puzzle on how to reach those goals in life, those targets that we've set up. All those targets are our own way that we've decided, we've guessed these goals, these targets that we shoot for in life, the things we want to achieve, whether it's with our physical body, whether it's with our relationships, whether it's with our business, experience, connection, whatever it is in life, those goals, those targets, just our best guess that's going to make us happy, right? I want that for you. I want you to reach all your goals. I want all those things that you believe is going to make you happy. I hope you are at least working towards them. I hope that they're clear in your mind and you're getting up every single day and inching towards those goals, those targets to make you happy, right? And that's what this morning connection is all about. Again, just 2 men going through the journey of life. If you're a little bit older, like me, I mean, I say this in a good way to help me live with a sense of urgency. We got more time behind us than we do in front of us at this age. And that message really resonates with the men who I connect with, the men who come to me for one-on-one coaching. I mean, we got to live with a sense of urgency. We're not going to be here forever. We've got to use our talents and abilities, the gifts that we have. The gifts that we have to use them to the fullest. The gifts that we need to continue to develop. Our weaknesses, maybe we'll never be awesome at them, but we have to shore up, get better at those weaknesses, at least make them average so we'll keep on moving in a direction to become the best that we can be and continually get better. To use those talents and abilities to the fullest, to bring up those weaknesses enough so they don't get in our way. To use our limited resources of willpower, focus, energy, and time. They're not unlimited resources. We don't have forever to take advantage of them. And if it sounds like I'm filled with angst when I talk about it, we got to seize the day. We got to live with a sense of urgency. We got to produce. We got to take care of our bodies. If fitness is a thing, I know a lot of men, they come to me for the fitness strategies, being a former bodybuilding champion and a coach that really helps men get clarity so they can have that more health, more fitness in their life, that physical body. Whether it's business, maybe you have a job, you want to get up the ladder. Maybe you want to get better at your job. Maybe you want to quit your job and go for your dreams so you can be doing something like this someday. Right? Maybe it's relationships. Maybe you want to find that person of your dreams or develop that relationship or make a relationship that's just average or poor, get better. Maybe you want to take the whole experience of your family to a higher and higher level. Provide more, be more for your family. Provide more experience, more leadership, more guidance so your whole family, your kids have it way, way better than you do. Maybe that's the bullseye that you're after. If that sounds like you are a lot like me. If it sounds like I just come alive when I talk about that, I'm going through my head because that's why I get up in the morning every single day. That's what drives me. That's the target that I shoot for. Those are my goals. In regards to the goals, it's the feelings and emotions that are important to me. What are the feelings and emotions that are important to you? And what are the goals? What are the guesses? I'll say, and I'm going to talk about that today. Goals are just guesses. They're just guesses for what you think are going to make you happy. What are those goals? Are you clear? Do you believe in them? Do you have a plan? Do you chip away at your plan to that guess, that goal that's going to make you happy? How clear is it? How confident do you feel? How much do you believe in your strategy? Do you need more strategy? Do you need more accountability? I mean, that's what I do. I help men just like you get clear, get focused, get some objectivity and perspective. Maybe believe in yourself a little bit more. Maybe you don't need to believe in yourself anymore. You need to understand, look, that's not enough. Hey, thank God for everything that you have. It's time to crank it up. You need to have more self-awareness and work on these areas and dig in. It's not good enough, right? And I say that in a loving, empathetic way because I want I want more for you. I want you to hit those bullseye, those target. I want you to be happy. And so as I go through the journey of life myself and I continually, reach goals and say, okay, that's great for now, but we got to continually grow. And I shoot for more and more and more. Again, this is what gets me up in the morning, getting more clear, getting more focused, getting more belief in myself. As I go through the journey of life and, I use all the coaches and the mentors that I had all over the year. And as I help men just like you, I talk on the phone. Man, in addition to all the times I come to you with these live videos, my recorded videos, whether in the gym, outside of the gym, whether it's my podcast, whether it's I'm going through my mind, writing the blog post, thinking about you, how I can help you. This is my mission. This is my legacy. All right? And helping out someone. I talk to so many men with so many different bullseyes, targets, goals, so many emotions, so many challenges. Because I tell you this, as you go for your goals, whether you're going for them with passion and direction and confidence and somewhat certain, can only be so certain. That's why they're goals. They stretch you. You've never been there before, right? As a men like you and me go for those goals, man, you're going to go through a personal development journey. You're going to be taxed. I mean, how much you believe in people, how much you expect the best from yourself, from other people, how you can juggle a lot of balls, how you can handle stress. There's so many things as you go for it. It's not just a goal. It's feelings and emotions that are important to you. And if it's an ambitious goal, you've never done it before. You may intellectualize. You may see other guys and say, hey, I can do that too. And I'm sure you can. But you've never done it before. You haven't become that man to do that before. You're going to go through a personal development journey. And that's where I come in. That's what this morning connection is all about. To get you focused. To get you to think. Right? Sometimes action. We need to sit back and think and collect our emotions. Why this is so important to us. What are the obstacles? What are my gifts, my talents? What do I need to double down and dig in? All right? Get excited talking about this. I get excited as I figure out this puzzle. I get excited helping you figure out this puzzle. And that's what this morning connection is all about, to start your day. So glad you're here. Let's see who we have on today's live broadcast. I got to tell you something. I'm committed. I know the discipline, just like exercise. I got to work my mind every morning. I got to start it off thinking this way. And whether or not I were to, turn on this camera and come to you live, I'd be going through this myself. And I don't know. I got up maybe 45 minutes ago or so, early in the morning. It's 3:21. On this Wednesday morning here on the West Coast Pacific time. And, I have to get myself together. I try to, have all these disciplines like, okay, go to bed with a plan, right? How do I frame, my victories, my defeats, my challenges to get to the next level? How do I frame them in a way that I'm the most empowered? Not candy coating it, not shrugging off my responsibilities, but at the same time, make it the game winnable. Not stressing myself out, feeling in control. I try to go to bed as I'm holding my kids at night. What's so important to me at this stage of my life is to wake up with a plan. Sometimes I do a better job of waking up with enthusiasm than others. I tell you, you're a big part. You know what? Yeah, stepping up, like, I got to come through for you. I tell you, accountability. That's why I love coaching. Give a man accountability more than himself. I know that we're building this tribe of followers who love this stuff, men who love this stuff. I mean, if I'm thinking about just staying in bed, or I don't feel like it, I think about you. That extra accountability pushes me. Right? But sometimes I wake up, more enthusiastic than other times. And it's just a battle, those first few moments. How are you going to spin it in your mind? I just come alive. This is the first battle of the day. Now, let me, a lot of times, people say, well, if you, hit your snooze button or something, or you wake up late, well, they'll say this, and think about this, because you hear this a lot. I hear this a lot, where people say, you know how it is, if you hit your snooze button or you get up late, then you're disheveled, you're in your thoughts and emotions when you get up, and you're behind. And have you ever noticed you're behind all day? You're in a bad mood all day. Do not accept that. That is not true. You can get up 10 minutes late and you can just stop, regroup, turn on the morning connection if you missed it because you slept in or, it's in the afternoon where you live or whatever. I mean, you could wake up 10 minutes late not knowing what to do. And you can collect yourself in that moment. You don't have to let it last all day long. You can end it immediately and collect yourself. I want to help you do that. Turn on this morning connection. All right? Don't accept the thoughts and beliefs of other people. That's their experience. I wish them the best. They only see it that way. I'm not saying they're trying to do something harmful to you, but don't accept that just because you hit the snooze button or you wake up late or you get off to a bad start. It's going to last the rest of the 23 hours a day. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Be careful of the thoughts of people who, they may have good intention, but that's not true. I want to make sure that I don't put my limiting beliefs on you. You challenge me if you hear any of that stuff coming from me, right? We need to, the future has not been decided. I don't care what happened 5 minutes ago. What's going to happen from this moment forward is just all about a matter of your imagination, what you see, what you believe, and what you actually do. The future is it's a blank space. I don't care about the momentum. It's up to your imagination and what you actually do. Right? So, don't believe that stuff. That's not true. All right, let's see, who do we have here joining today's morning connection, this live broadcast. For years, I've done this morning connection podcast. I mean, you can look at some of them on the internet if you Google search there. See, I've done a lot of podcasts over the years. Since we have had this live streaming video, I've kind of jumped on that, but I did this morning connection podcast. So many mornings, I did a podcast. So you'll catch me using this broadcast and podcast. You'll see me use those words interchangeably often during this. That's just old habit calling it a podcast. But yeah, this is our broadcast. So let's see. Who do we have here? Good morning, Brian. Good to have you here, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Brian, is this helping you? 2 men, right? Just getting our minds right. I know it's helping me. I know it's helping me having to step up and be enthusiastic. I want to talk about that today, too. Good morning, Jeff. Good to have you here, sir. Aaron, mental. It is mental. Mental and emotional. Mental and emotional. Gotta take control. Hello, Masashi. Good to have you here, brother. I'm so glad you're here. Masashi, you're always here. Masashi, gotta appreciate you, whether it's my podcast, my recorded broadcast, my live broadcast, my blog posts. I mean, you're here supporting this. You're soaking this stuff in, right? And, I have a lot of respect for you, being that, you being from Japan, English, you're fighting hard. I respect that, right? What are you getting most out of these videos, these morning connections, me training in the gym, me training outside the gym? I'm curious. I really admire your dedication. I hope you're getting a lot out of this. Or tell me what you're getting most out of these broadcasts, whether it's me training in the gym or not. All right. Hey, so again, this is just our time to connect. Just a few minutes every single day. I love you. I love hanging out with you. I love the accountability and the camaraderie, the journey, going through this. I've built this life, just to let you guys know a little about me. I've built this life where right now, my family's like the most important thing. For many years, if you know me as a bodybuilder, I lived this really secluded life. And I just put off, the feelings and emotion, the connection. I mean, I had to get through my own, personal journey to invite this into my life. I had to go on that personal development journey myself, figure out a whole bunch of things. And so now that I'm here and I'm a little bit older, man, it's everything in the world to me. So I designed a life to the feelings and emotions that are most important to me. So the way to provide for my family is to provide value for you. But how do I set it up? Do I go get a corporate job and I'm commuting an hour a day or a half hour a day or whatever, working for the man to provide for my family? Or is there a way to, live the life that I want? And, not or. And the way that I do it, you see me, I come to you, I use the technology as much as I can to share with you, to create value with you from my head, from my heart, from my gut, right? To share these thoughts and ideas with you. Again, whether it's inside or outside the gym. So, this is my connection with you right here, right? I go to the gym very early in the morning. I'm gonna have to do that here real soon, right? And then I'm out of there because I film a lot. They let me go in that gym, at least right now, before it opens. So I'm back home at 5. Got coaching clients all throughout, the day, and it's over the phone, right? So, besides my family, don't have a lot of real connection with people, right? So many times right here, right now, is the first time that I've used my voice is coming here on this morning connection. All right, so again, let's talk about taking control of your thoughts and emotions very early in the morning. That's what this morning connection broadcast is all about. Just visit, just connect. Let's just go through the journey. Maybe some days I'll have something that's so earth-shattering and groundbreaking, this distinction. Since we've been doing this, I appreciate the comments. I want to know what you're getting out of it because I want to give you more of what you want, what you need, and not just from my own head, right? And so a lot of it, another great message here today. And I'm going, well, what was that exactly? Because as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, all these thoughts are flooding my head. I mean, I'm throwing out a lot of things. But I want to talk about that. Your goals are just guesses, right? What the goal, so whether it's your physical body, whether it's that promotion, more money, starting your own business, that relationship, expanding your relationship with family, whatever your goals are, it's, they're just guesses. They're just guesses that they are going to make you happy. Because it's not the car, it's not the body, it's not the trip to Disneyland with your family. It's not financial security in the future. It's not making a difference in the world. That goal, right? We all have our different goals. A lot of people judge other people for what goals they have. But the bottom line, it's everybody's target to be happy. Your target to be happy. That's what these goals represent. All right, you got to have goals. All right, a lot of people, they talk about, the goal itself. Like, you put so much emotion, like you shouldn't have goals, or, and I get that. Because if you think the goal all by itself is going to make you happy, that's when you're going to have a challenge. If you just double down and triple down that you think being a 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder is going to make you happy, and you're just going to be able to set it and forget it for the rest of your life, and then you use all your talent and ability and all your willpower, focus, energy, and time, and you work towards that goal, it's going to make you, quote unquote, happy at some level, right? But it's not going to make you totally happy, all right? And even if it were to make you happy, you're not going to be able to set and forget it. It's not going to make you happy for the rest of your life. So goals, right? You're going for those, but it's a fluid, this emotion of happiness, it's totally fluid. It's a moving target. It's a target that once you hit it, all of a sudden the target disappears and you got to create a new one. But you got to have those goals. But just remember, whether you succeed or fail, it's the feelings and emotions that are important to you. What you define as happiness, and a lot of times the pain you want to get out of, that's all goals are. A lot of times men come to me, they see my energy. I want more energy, or I want more confidence, right? These emotions that they want. I understand those emotions that you want, but you got to tie it to a goal that you believe will make you confident or give you some energy that you'll want to wake up in the morning. And whatever that goal is, just remember, it's your bullseye, your target, your puzzle, your code that you're trying to crack to make you happy. Don't judge people. Don't even worry about what other people are doing. Because they're on the same journey, they just have different goals. What's it for you? You got to identify. If you want to be more confident, if you want to have more passion, if you want to have more energy, right? If you want to have more contribution, make a difference, you got to tie it to a goal, and you got to get on that journey towards that goal. And like I said, if you want to become that person, if you want to be happy, you've never been that man before, you never experienced what it's like. You got to go on that journey. You're going to go on a personal development journey. You're going to go on a personal development journey. There's just no doubt about it. There's thoughts and fears that aren't serving you. And at the same time, they are pushing forward. Maybe not get you all the way there. Every time you can't get a goal, you can't take enough action, you can't take enough consistent action, you are on your own personal development journey. I can tell you all the stuff that I've had to become self-aware of. And if I was going to reach those goals and reach that level of happiness, I was going to have to rethink what I was doing. A lot of those things, they got me to that place, but they weren't going to get me to the next level or go to a higher level. We're all going to go on a personal development journey. That's why I just love the coaching, right? I love the coaching. And on that way, I'll tell you this, on your target to being happy, there's this thing called control, right? There's this thing that you create this predictable pattern that's in this comfort zone, right? What to expect of yourself and other people, how people are going to act, or what you can hope you set up, whatever. It's called control. And you can set up a life that you have that feeling in your soul. I know what to expect. I know what my limits are. I know what to do every day. Things aren't all screwy. I don't depend on too many people. There aren't these variables going on. And it gives you that sense of control. Let me just tell you something. That sense of control is probably what's robbing you. It's probably robbing you. You're compromising long-term happiness, fulfillment, or your guess of that goal-making habit. Again, it's just a guess. Right? If you can't get closer, you're probably compromising that long-term happiness for this sense of control that you're not realizing. You want to feel control, and you've convinced yourself that the path that you're going, the risks that you're taking or not taking, that give you this sense of control. See, I'm constricting tightness versus you're sacrificing, you're selling yourself out for that sense of control for your long-term happiness. We just don't realize it. All right? So Masashi, I asked Masashi, he watches all of my videos, inside the gym, outside the gym, my podcast, my blog posts, and I asked him, what does he get most? I really want to know what you're getting most out of this because, I want to deliver more for you. He says, I'm getting the passion and the courage from you, Coach. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Musashi, you notice how I'm always moving forward. I'm always moving forward. That's what I hear a lot. I talk to a lot of men, whether they come to me for coaching, for their fitness, get that under control. Maybe they have their business and family under control. Or, there's a lot of smarter, younger guys here, right? And that's what I hear most. Is that, here I am at 56 years old, still passionate, still dreaming, still having this imagination, winning, losing, everything in between. I'm just like everybody else. And just that I continue to move forward, or my passion, my energy, how I can spin whatever and keep on going. Because that's what it's all about. And I appreciate that. I hear that a lot, Musashi. That keeps me going. So Aaron, hey Skip, I always make my goals small and achievable. Okay, and small and achievable. When people kind of how they describe their experience, small and achievable. I know that means something very specific to you. Again, but words have no meaning. People have meaning. The words they use, they have meaning to them, right? So when you say, your goals small and achievable. That means one thing to you. I might comprehend it a certain way. Musashi may comprehend it in another way, all right? But again, that's why I love the coaching because, if I was coaching you, Aaron, right, I would say, okay, tell me what that means to you, right? And, I don't know. I can't climb inside your mind, But let me just tell you from my perspective, Aaron, and again, that's why I don't make assumptions of what you mean. Right? Nobody can climb into other people's minds. You see that on the internet all the time. Someone's trying to tell people what the real intentions are, or why they want that car, or why they want their body. It's because they have no friggin' idea why somebody wants something. And I really shouldn't worry about why somebody wants it, but you get more out of your own life, right? So I can't climb into your mind. I love the coaching so I can actually go back and forth. Okay, what do you mean? Right? Because I'll tell you this, if there's one thing, Aaron, that if I could go back in time, and I can't, so I don't really care. If I can go back in time and do things differently, I wouldn't have made my goals small and achievable. I wouldn't, right? Because that doesn't stretch you. That doesn't get you to get up and watch This Morning Connection every single day. That doesn't make you step up out of your comfort zone and invest in my morning connection, MANformation course, the mindset and actions of a powerful alpha male. I've got this 11-hour course, 6 sessions. Here we go, right? So passionate about it. You love this type of passion. It's the MANformation course, the mindset and actions of a powerful alpha male. It is step by step to give you more certainty, more control, more confidence, more imagination, more control, more clarity as you work towards your goal. I mean, look, I say this humbly, it is a masterpiece. It has changed so many men's lives. I'm going to put that link down below for this morning connection MANformation course special. But here's the thing about it, right? When you make that small investment, when you enroll, lifetime access into this course, you can download it, put it to your phone, listen to it in the gym when you're doing cardio, whatever it is, right? Bit by bit, you exercise your emotions and your mindset, towards your goals. Control your emotions, work in a certain direction, right? You get a one-on-one clarity session with me. I just did one for a gentleman yesterday. And man, this is what I was put on this earth to do. 90 minutes, the call is recorded. I get you to think about what you really want. What you really want. What's going to take to get there. Working through the obstacles. When you get done with this 90 minutes, again, it's recorded to listen to over and over again to learn. What's so amazing about it is, so I just talk to you about your life in my very skilled way to get you imagine, get you to uncover more self-awareness. It's 2 men breaking down your life the way you see it and add objectivity and perspective just through questions, right? But I think the real power is when you take a step back a day, a week, a month later, and as a third person, you observing you and me talking about what's so important to you in life. I mean, just what you'll learn and continue to learn about yourself. And it may surprise you. It may inspire it. It may say, man, it's time to get to work. Either way, it is 90 minutes of power. I tell you, I had a gentleman yesterday, he's 55, and we went through the process, and I'm thinking, man, this is going to change his life. This is going to change his life. And I even texted him later on. I said, hey, that was a great session. It's going to serve you later. And he already was feeling it. See, what I do is the day after any coaching sessions I do with my guys, there's a form to fill out. There's a form to fill out. You can check and see what my coaching clients do. Go to skiplacour.com/review. After every session, it's not just 2 guys talking, right? It's very structured. I use my over 30 years doing this. And I don't want them to, after every call, I'll end the call and say, what did you find most valuable about our time together? And I want them to make whatever's at that moment they're thinking about. Right? But I know the power builds up, and what they think of our time together now, it may change, it may grow, it may expand as it marinates, as I say. So I let them go the whole rest of the day and then sleep on it. And then there's a form they fill out the next day. Again, you can go to skiplacour.com/review, and you'll see the skilled questions asked where it makes them rethink our hour of power of our coaching, and in this case, 90-minute session. So I'm really curious what he puts today, because he felt so much power. I've done this for hundreds of men, thousands of hours doing this, right? And I just know if he just gets 1/10 out of it, that I think he's going to, it's just going to change the direction of his life. This objectivity and perspective, as you can tell, I'm really passionate about helping men uncover their true talent. Anyway, the point is, with this morning connection, MANformation, of course, mindset and actions of powerful alpha male leader. I'm going to have that link down. Every morning connection, I'm going to have that special. You invest in there. We spend that 90 minutes together. That recorded clarity goal setting session, whatever you want to call it. Right? We're going to do that for you. But the going back to what you said, Aaron, though, would you step up and do that, or is I can't afford that, or I've got this? When they're small, achievable goals, when there are huge goals, but not too huge. When I do these clarity sessions, these goal setting sessions, one thing I do is I go from the premise, if you could have your life any way you wanted it 1 year from now. I don't say your lifetime goals. I don't say 5 years from now. Because you know what? We need to have deadlines to live with that sense of urgency, right? If we, I don't know about you, but back when I was in school, I would wait till the very end to do whatever paper, however important it was, I'd wait to the end. That's why we need deadlines, right? And then I would turn on at the end. Most of the time I would come through, but I needed that deadline. See, I don't want to talk about what you're going to do in your lifetime or 5 years from now, because I don't want you to wait, 10 years before you're dead or 4 years to get going, right? 1 year from now, from my experience working with men, 1 year is that time where they go, okay, all right, it's time to get going now. I want you to get going now. Right? And I don't make it 3 months or 6 months, because it's usually one of two things. They don't make very ambitious goals because they think, well, I only got 3 months or I only got 6 months to do this. All right? Or they'll make these big goals and then say, I can't do that in such a short period of time. But 1 year, it just seems to make men just come alive and get to work right away, right when we hang up the phone from our coaching session. Right? So, again, I don't know if those mean small and achievable, right? I don't really know what that mean. I hope that's working for you. But what I've learned is, my challenge when I look back is I didn't make them big enough. I didn't stretch myself. I didn't take on the stress, because when you take on the stress of a big goal and you got to figure out how to do all this, you become a stronger person. Or you can do small, build up. I mean, hey, if it works, I want it to work for you, Aaron. But man, that's why I say think big for those reasons. All right. Hello, Jeff. Good to have you here. All right. So, the message today that goals are just guesses. They're just a guess that they're going to make you up. You got to turn it on, use your willpower, focus, energy, and time to the fullest. You got to figure out the combination to the lock, the pieces to the puzzles, crack the code, your own personal development journey to get closer. But your bullseye is to be happy, to get out of some pain or fear of pain that you want to get into. So you got to create those goals. So if you want to be more certain, more confident, have more passion, have more enthusiasm, right? Have more courage, right? As Musashi said, you got to attach it to a goal, but it's not the goal that's important. It's the feelings and emotions that you want. All right. So I want you to think about that. If you want to get on this journey, you love what I'm saying, then I want you to invest. Put some skin in the game. Put some heart in the game. Be courageous. Step up. Get out of your comfort zone, right? It's a small investment. And again, I would love to talk to you, but I love doing all this, but I'll tell you, it's just information if you have no skin in the game. So I got to get you to take some risk. If you want to become the bigger, bolder man and achieve more, feel more, experience more, all right? As your coach, I need you to step up and think more like me, not come to you and let you think like you. And I know it serves you in some way, but you want to become bigger. It's not like, well, I think this way. Who has information to give to me and how I'm thinking right now so I can piece this together? No, it doesn't work that way. You have to think like your mentor, your coach. You got to think of the guy with the passion. You got to think like the guy with the energy, who has the strategy, you said the physical body, the life, the goals, right? You have to think like him, and it's going to take a different way of thinking. So sometimes if you're tight with your hopes and your dreams, to make a small investment, I know it's risky. I know you don't know for sure, but that's the whole point. You got to stretch and grow. So it's just a minimal investment. You'll see. Click that link below. The Morning Connection MANformation course, the Mindset Actions of a Powerful Alpha Male Leader. 11 hours, step by step. Again, certainty, control, imagination, right? Confidence. All right? You'll get that out of that course. You can see it's all outlined there for you. Broken up into 6 sessions, goal setting, right? Take you through a process. All right? But the biggest thing is that one-on-one time with me, have that recorded call. I want you to step up. I want you to get out of your comfort zone. I want you to put some skin in the game. I want you to be more courageous. I want you to think bigger. I want you to be bigger, even if you've never felt that way, even if you're uncertain. All right, let's go on this journey if you love this kind of stuff. I appreciate that. You're in a special group. Not a lot of men like us understand that to achieve these goals, it's going to take a certain thought process and emotion. You're a thinker. That's why you're here. I appreciate that. So remember today, goals are just guesses. They're just targets. They're moving. They may change. They may make you that happy that you want, get you out of pain, or at least momentarily. We got to continue to grow. Right? It's not about the goal. It's about the feelings and emotions that you want most. It's just what you identified. So if you want to be more courageous, right? If you want to be more confident, if you want to have more energy, whatever it is, you got to attach to the goal and wake up every single morning just chipping away. Just chipping away. And remember, it's that happiness and fulfillment that you want. You want to get out of your worst fear. That's the emotion you want. Don't settle for short-term control. Just because you've created this structure and this plan and you don't depend on a lot of people and it's only you and you stay in your zone, that's control. Control robs you of that fulfillment. Control is some bite-sized pieces that you can handle that don't stretch you so much. Control is the enemy of fulfillment. Right? Anybody can do a pattern and just keep on doing it over and over and over again. And then they sit back, why don't I get closer to my dreams? Because you settle for control, predictability, things that you knew you can handle, small, achievable goals, whatever it is. And it's more of the same. More of that control isn't going to get you to fulfillment. All right, guys. So I can go on forever, as I can see. I love this connection for you. I hope you're getting value. Tell me what you're getting value. Reach out, get that morning connection, MANformation course special. Again, hey, final week for my 12-week fitness transformation journey. Click that link. I'll put that down below. I want you to come along with me for that fitness journey. 3 months with me, the connection on a continual basis. You can watch the video, learn more about that, about a 12-week fitness transformation journey for older men with busy, productive lives. All right, so let's take on the day. Let's take on that day with that sense of urgency. If you're a little bit older like me, we got more time behind us than we do in front of us. We got to make the most of our talents and abilities. We got to pour it on the things we're great at. We need to just shore up. We may not be awesome at the things we're not that good at, that we haven't put attention on yet. Just let's get them into the average so they don't harm us. Right? Let's move forward, talents and abilities to the fullest. Let's allocate the limited and precious resources of willpower, focus, energy, and time in a way that serves us, that gets to that goals, those feelings and emotions. Let's take on the day with a sense of urgency. We don't have forever to do this. That's why I get up so early in the morning to be with you. All right? Here's another thing. Expect the best today. Expect the best from yourself. Expect the best from the people you depend on. Expect the best from them. Expect the best from the people you don't necessarily depend on or you haven't to this point. Expect the best. Don't play small. Expect the best. You'll find a way to make it happen. So have a great day. I'm so glad you're joining me every single day. Your habit, your ritual, our morning connection.